mention when we get to the part called Pangea. Let's start there. The Earth's crust was one big piece of land, and then it dispersed into the 7 continents. And so you have that Neanderthal dispersion as the continents evolved around the world. The people Neanderthals may or may not have dispersed according to the climate of each continent. Possibly theoretically why Africa is so hot may have maybe an explanation why the heat causing Neanderthals who became humans caused the tone of skin color. Since Latin America is near the equator, they're somewhat hot, causes brown toned skin color. So the Europeans, because the climate is not always so hot as other countries, their skin complexion may be white. And so in Asia, same thing might happen. Though the weather may change, the Neanderthal skin color, as humans and animals, maybe some mammals adapt and change. This would explain this clause. But historically, Christopher Columbus asked permission from Spain to seek Asia. On his Minas and Pinta and Santa Maria, 7 ships to this new world that they thought was Asia. Then they get to America with the Native Americans, where they were like, And so what we got is a shitload of guns. So if they don't comply, we'll blast them to the sky. And so they did that in Manifest Destiny, 'cause they signed a treaty, the Native Americans, because they didn't know how to read and write. Their lifestyle was peaceful, but they took their lives. And then the British Empire with fucking George, King fucking George, put taxes on its 18 colonies, or whatever, how many colonies there were. So there were colonies on the east coast of America. Then you got Boston Tea Party, which really was framing Native Americans, 'cause they don't want to pay taxes to the British Empire. So in present day, this is kind of controversial, 'cause we did all that, so we don't have to pay taxes, whoever did it. And now we're still paying taxes as an American country. And so we go to the Atlantic slave trade, where people thought they were immigrating to a better life, 'cause America stood for a hopeful future. So when Asians got here, they were like, hey, we have streets of gold. But because of the trade and the Continental Railroad, they put the Asians with the stuff to create, to go to the caves. And they were still alive for the fucking railroad. Then they're like, hey, why don't we tell the African Americans to come over here to have a better life? But really they were gonna lose their lives on the ship they sailed on, which explains the fierce swimming, intercultural generational trauma, and still in this. My history teacher said this all started when the Europeans were like, hey, let's conquer Africa. Let's conquer Africa. 'Cause we got white skin and guns. And this is really, 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 really mean. 'Cause everyone was adapting to the cultural, to the sun. Like I said before, it might be hard in Africa. So who's to say that skin color's bad because of the way the climate is? I don't know if global warming really exists, but this whole thing is a fucking thing that really depends on human adaptability. Do, 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 do. I will remember to follow you.